Hey, what's up guys, TheCampingRusher here. Massive Season 4 spoilers have just dropped about 10 minutes ago. Stick with me, we're getting to it. I mean, it includes this speculation that Season 4 may have an event. Now, we already speculated this on this channel because basically every other season we get a live event. There's been, I think, 1 or 2 instances where there was 2 seasons in a row without a massive live event. But yeah, I've speculated it, but there's more reason to believe it. And the reason is the main seasonal playtest server has been updated to include a specific set of launch arguments for 22.4. And the G-Matrix here has never seen it been updated other than for a 0.0 update. So basically, I read into this as the 22.4 is going to be massive, and that will be, of course, the 4th major update of next season, right? So we're talking, probably mid-end November is when this update will take place. So just further confirmation, there should be a massive live event next season, right? Season 4. Now, of course, if you've been living under a rock or maybe you were on vacation, you didn't have Wi-Fi, Season 4 will be titled Paradise. The goo is actually called Chrome, and there's this text that is leaked. Chrome will consume everything. Chrome will be everything. Obviously, yeah, you're subscribed to the channel. You've been watching. We've leaked this over the last couple days. A lot came out, right? There were some commercials, some old school commercials going on. One thing we're trying to discover here or figure out is the clear antagonist seems to be this chrome substance, this goo substance, and maybe it works like a hive mind. It wants to consume everything. But how does the Bloom Watcher character tie into all this, right? We thought she was going to be the main antagonist, and all we really know about her is she was looking at us through that crystal ball at the end of the trailer for this season, and that's it, right? Nothing else has been revealed, and that continues to be the case. Of course, I think the best theory right now for what the main theme of next season actually is going to be. We know it's not a Marvel season completely. There should be some Marvel sprinkled in there, but the idea is retro. A little concept here of what that I don't know, key art could look like. And we've got this though of why the retro theme actually makes sense. The teasers alone, right? The old style of commercial, that I think is one of the biggest teasers for this retro theme. The other one is 80s graphics for one of the concept skins that could be in the battle pass, right? An 80s style of Jones. Motorcycles, which are basically confirmed to be coming next season. They've been in the files. They were removed completely. That in the past has meant that the season will launch with the motorcycles. So I hope they don't make us wait till mid-season. I want that motorcycle. We've been talking about it for too long for them to do a mid-season type of thing. The emo culture, right, with emo Meowskulls, goth Meowskulls is confirmed for the battle pass. Another thing that we didn't mention as part of this is the new skating feature. And it's being worked on, right? We've got gameplay of it there in the background. It's, rollerblading, inline skating, whatever you want to call it. This was very popular in the 80s. So I've heard, right? I wasn't alive in the 80s, but so I've heard. So that would make a lot of sense as well. I wanted to add that on to our discussion about this 80s thing from yesterday. Now, we also discussed with the Chrome, with the commercial teasers, gold keeps being mentioned, all right? The main guy who leaked all the Chrome stuff, the text, he says gold is important. It's not just Chrome, it's gold. And there were, we talked about it in the previous video, there were little teasers of gold in each of the commercials. So I thought, what do we think when we hear gold? Well, we think of Midas, right? So a little, I don't know how it's going to be involved, but a Chrome Midas little concept here from Flamin' of possibly a skin we could get next season. I hope he returns. One of my favorite skins that we've ever had in the Fortnite storyline. So I hope he returns, and he returns with a bang. This would be the perfect time to do so. Happy also tweeted this. We need this as a new Thanos variant, King Thanos. And whether you agree with it or not, it actually just leads me into a quick discussion that Thanos Infinity Stones, the effects were updated recently. This was within the last 2 weeks or so. We don't know why, but there's been little updates to Thanos and maybe a return in Season 4. And I thought it was worth reminding you because this happened about 2 weeks ago. Now, here are the major spoilers. All right, you've made it this far. I'm going to read out, basically, we have 3 separate pages of issue number 5 of Fortnite Zero War comic have leaked. Okay, so we're gonna read through them here. It's the first 2 pages of the comic, and then it's the last page. So massive spoilers. I assume if you're here, though, you want to hear these spoilers, so I always give a little warning. So the first page takes place, Reality Zero, the island. Foundation to Paradigm. We are seeing alarming movements by the imagined order. They're ceding strategic points to us, pulling back to their central position. They would only do that if they were preparing to evacuate the island, which means their doomsday weapon is due for completion ahead of schedule. We're on high alert here. What's your status? The Ice Moon, right? We scope back to the Ice Moon. This is taking place during the collision event, it seems. We can be launch ready in minutes. Just give the word. My compliments to the scientist on my new armor, by the way. The old suit was showing the effects of being abandoned on an ice moon. Okay, fine. You resent us for leaving you for dead, and I'll mistrust you for helping the imagined order. As long as we're on the same side once the missiles start flying, it doesn't matter. Foundation out. Jones says, is she ready? Because I'm ready. I'm readier than ready. Like, over-prepared. She'll be fine, Jones. Are the others in fighting shape? The Ice Moon's environment took a lot out of them. Oh, am I glad you asked? You want to see fighting shape? That is fighting shape. Oh yeah, it's me, your friendly Omniverse Spider-Man. I tell ya, I've had armored suits before, but never with back bling. Want to see my back bling? I've had requests for you to stop showing everyone your back bling. I mean, we've all got back bling. We're all proud of it, but there's time and a place, you know? That's from Jones. And there's that Hulkbuster, right? We think we're going to be able to drive this next season. Okay, Foundation, respect. Some of this tech is, I mean, it's not my Hulkbuster suit, but that's kind of specifically for busting Hulks. This stuff defies the laws of physics. I can't wait to take it back home. None of our tech leaves Reality Zero, Iron Man, so enjoy it while you can. Have I mentioned you're no fun? Because you, sir, are no fun. I think that's even more confirmation. We're getting this Hulkbuster-like suit next season, right? It's going to be very mech-like, okay? I think that backs that up. If there were anything that could be done for my daughter, I would have done it. This is Geno speaking. I'm afraid the best I could do was slow it down for both of us. What's happening to them? Jones says. What happens to anyone who touches the uncontrolled 0 point? Foundation says. They're discorporating at the molecular level, being scattered throughout the omniverse. Don't let your guard down. Geno's still dangerous. You can't accept it, can you? That you've won, Foundation. Well, in the narrow sense you've always defined it, you've spoiled my plans, which, incidentally, were to protect and perfect every reality in the Omniverse. But there's no point arguing who is the hero now. You've always believed my methods were abhorrent, that you knew a better way. Congratulations, now you get to prove it. I genuinely hope you were right, because if you fail, it means the end of everything. And that's where it ends. And yes, what is happening here? The Imagined and Geno are officially dying, right? What did he say? Discorporating, because they jumped into the 0 point. Those are our 2 major characters that have passed away here. And yeah, and of course there's a lot in between those pages, right? We just had the first page is the last. These pages, apparently he's been asked not to leak the rest. So at this point, this is all we've got. So this is a little weird, and we can't go jump to conclusions right away because we don't know what happens in between. But it's causing a little confusion, right? The Imagine dies shortly before season 3 begins. That means, right? If this was right at the collision event, this all happened before the season we're currently in. Yet Paradigm mentions her this season as if she was still alive. So why is that? That's a little confusing. Only people present during her death were Foundation and Jones, and I consider Foundation more than capable of replacing the Imagined with a snapshot and not telling others. That's the theory right now. Obviously, they weren't going to let us suspect the Imagined was gone, but something definitely happened afterwards. Either she got replaced by the Foundation so nobody suspected, or, again, something we'll find out later. There's a reply to this. This kind of sucks, though. Snapshots just don't feel the same as the actual original character. I agree, but maybe that's the point, right? Foundation would totally do that because he does not care about anyone and just cares about his mission. That's an opinion here on Twitter. But maybe it adds to the complexity of his character. He is so dedicated to his mission and he's seen so many battles and deaths that it just doesn't affect him anymore, even if it's for someone who's part of his own team. Let me know your thoughts. We're going to learn more. Subscribe, touch that like button. Take care. Talk soon. Goodbye.